What's causing your lower back pain? Where's the pain coming from? Have you ever asked yourself those questions? Some people search for years without finding a solution to their problem. Well, let's talk about where it could be coming from. So, low back pain, what's the cause? Well, to begin with, many people will experience tension in the muscles. Are they causing the problem? I get this a lot at my clinic. Patients often say, "Oh, I had an ache in the side, so I went for massage and the pain went away." Great, right? But then the pain comes back a few days later, then they have to go for the massage again. So is the muscle really a problem? Well, that muscle tension is a symptom. It's just a sign of something else going on. It could be a muscular knot, a tight band of muscle, but they're usually guarding or protecting something else. Muscles are there to move joints and to stabilize them. So when a joint is not working well, then you get issues. That's the reason why removing the tension through massage is often short-lived. There are exceptions to this. For example, if you were in a twisting accident where you've actually pulled or torn a muscle, maybe during a sports incident, that's a whole different issue. Well, what else could it be? Joints have ligaments, perhaps a strain on the ligaments themselves. Sure, your lower back has a whole bunch of ligaments. Ligaments serve to stabilize and restrict a joint from moving too much. Now, if you were to be bent over for a long time, you would be giving these ligaments a lot of stress. Or, if you had a certain joint in your lower back that was dysfunctional, it would cause all the other joints around them to compensate. By compensating for restriction, these joints will end up doing more micro movements and these ligaments will get overloaded. Well, you guessed it, pain. So what are ligamentous issues usually? They are fixations or overuse of or poor biomechanical issues or poor postural issues. Then there are nerves. Nerves are the structures that tell your brain stuff. They send signals up to the brain about what's going on in your life. So if a structure is unhappy, like a ligament we talked about earlier, the nerve sends information up to the brain and the brain perceives this pain. Nerves on their own, they can get quite inflamed as well, and this in itself will cause pain and symptoms. What causes nerve inflammation? Poor joint mechanics or poor biomechanics. You will probably hear me say that a lot. They cause problems like poor movement patterns. Now, I must state, in these cases, I'm focusing on biomechanical musculoskeletal issues. What that means is it's due to physical muscle or joint issues. There are other causes such as autoimmune systemic inflammatory issues or even infections, but I won't touch on those today. So if what I've mentioned is relevant to you, how do you solve it? You would notice I've mentioned the word biomechanics too many times. Postural issues, muscle imbalance, they all play into each other. You see, your body moves as a chain of events. For yourself to move a limb, you need to have control of your core, your pelvis. Different muscles have to turn on and off. If a joint, a muscle is out of sync, you end up moving wrongly and it can cause issues in all structures. As a chiropractor, I often start with solving spinal or joint issues, and that can often get rid of a lot of issues. As subsequently, the dysfunctional muscles and the compensatory joints can return to their previously normal state. And subsequently, if we find weak muscles that are plaguing the problem, well, we address them too. Maybe through some basic rehabilitation exercises. Hopefully you understand the issue a bit better now. That's all from me today. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. Stay tuned for more on health. Till next time, see ya!